Yeah, I see.
Okay, so we have viewers.
One, and that's me.
Okay, no, we have 20, 24.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Hi, guys. Hello.
Hello. So I'm gonna start. I'm Joel from Singapore.
I'm Fahima from the Netherlands.
And I'm Bakao from Botswana. We are all residential students, first years at the United World College of Maastricht. And we'd like to take questions from you on how to apply to United World College Maastricht and life of students in the college. So feel free to send us your comments and any questions you want to pose to us. And, we'll answer. So feel free to send us your comments. All right.
So, why did you guys apply to UWC Maastricht?
Well, when I first heard about UWC Maastricht, it sounded like a dream school. I mean, people from all different cultures together in one school, and all of those people are potential change makers. That really sounded interesting to me, and I just immediately applied, and here I am.
Okay, and we have our first question. It says somebody who's from Hong Kong, and he's asking if he can apply.
Mm-hmm.
I think that depends, and we can't really answer that for you. Maybe Clara from the IO, from the international office, can answer that for you.
But what we can say is that, well, we have international students from all over the world. So whether you're from Hong Kong, London, you can apply, and then, yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a floor mate from Hong Kong.
Yes.
So check out the link, http://www.uwc.org/how to apply.
How to apply to
Yes.
UWC. So our second question was, if you're not really good in English, can you catch up with the other students? Yes, you can. And when you apply to the UWC you get a chance of telling them, like, giving them your grades before in English, and there's a summer school. It's called ELL, English Language Learners,
yes.
and they help you get the basics in English, and as time goes, you have other friends who can help you get acquainted with English, and it's smooth sailing. It's learning in a continuous, progressive way.
When we all first came here, for me it was also, I felt really nervous about speaking English, but everyone kind of is. But we really try to create a safe environment for everyone, even for the speakers that never spoke English, so that everyone felt comfortable, and now everyone has been growing. I really think that for people, even though you don't speak English, don't make that a reason not to apply for UWC.
And I think, at least for UWC Maastricht, we have a very robust ELL program here.
Yes.
And I think that's really... I saw that in a real life example of my floor mate, because I have a floor mate from Congo, and he, when he first came here, he could only speak French, but now his English is getting progressively much better and better and better because of our ELL specialist Johannes, who's also one of the residence mentors, who has been helping him along in the ELL program.
Yeah.
And as well, I think we have many activities for ELL, ELL English language learners, that really help them kind of take root with the community and get themselves involved in the community.
Yes.
Yes.
And our next question is, would you recommend UWC for really shy people? We do have shy students at our school.
Definitely.
But like as time goes on, they kind of like find that circle of friends, and they people don't like just exist on themselves. People just coexist with everybody around them as time goes on, and maybe sometimes we're forced to go out of our comfort zones, but that's like a part of growing. So it's really interesting. Some of us came here shy people, and now we're really getting the hang of being extroverts.
Exactly. And I think the main idea, one of the main pillars of UWC is that we want diversity, and we're trying to get everyone, different personalities, different interests, to come together and kind of share their experiences. And I think we would actually want shy people, and we want all types of people of different personalities to join our college. It makes the whole experience more holistic for everyone, it makes the whole experience more fun for everyone, and I think just in the case of interacting with people, it will be a much greater experience for everyone.
And B. Asino just got accepted to United World College. We'd like to say congratulations. We hope you get to United World College Maastricht as well. And if you do come, wow, we're expecting you, and we'll be,
we're very excited to be your second years.
Yes. What's the food like?
I think I would say the food, if you're coming from a vastly different culture, for example, I came from Asia. Came from Singapore in Asia. So a lot of the food is very different for me because, like, for example, Dutch food might not be very close to what I have back home. But I think in terms of the nutrition, they certainly try and hit all the required nutrition that we need in a day. And they don't underfeed us, or they don't overfeed us. And there's always options for, say, vegans or vegetarians or, So any dietary restrictions, the school will try and work with you to try and make you fit. So I think that's only for our school. That's for our school. Yeah, so.
And also the beauty of like being in a United World College school, especially from our experience, UWC Maastricht, is that like everything is always open for discussion and like negotiation. Be it the food, be it your studies, like. The staff members, the teachers, the people at the cafe where we eat are always like open to like opinions and new suggestions and all of that. So if you don't like the food, you can tell them what you'd like on the menu, and they can work around what you're used to and all of that.
Actually, in our school we have a food committee who every 1 or 2 weeks they meet, and they kind of discuss the inputs that the students have given, or any issues surrounding the cafeteria food, and they try to work with our provider, our caterer, to try and fix these problems. And as like Bokal said, I think we can really interact a lot with the school administration and kind of discuss what's best for the students. An example of this was recently our school, the issue of meatless Mondays was brought up for debate during our meetings, and we took a vote, and many of us decided that we wanted meatless Mondays. So right now we're actually implementing meatless Mondays in our Mensa, and the Mensa is the place where we all go to eat, and so I think that's really great. This is a really great example of what Bokal has said.
And one of the previous questions that we haven't yet answered was the number of people in a room. Okay, so we have 3 floors in a building for the residential students, and each floor has 24 people, and
usually
then
24.
roughly 24 people, and then each room has
4 people.
So okay, I live on a floor that has 8 people, so but then each room still has 4 people, and 8 people share 1 bathroom, right?
Yes, exactly. Correct.
And then you have a kitchen, you have a laundry room, you have a study room, you have a common room where you can like chat with your friends and visit your friends, and they can visit you as well. So it's a really convenient setting for students.
And on campus, I think we have 3 residential buildings, so each is named after a person. My building is Nelson Mandela's. Your building is Kurt Han, King William Alexander, and Bakal's building?
Also
King William Alexander. But we also have another building called the Kurt Han building, and like they said, there's 3 floors in each building, and currently the configuration is so: the bottom floor is a girls' floor, the second floor is a guys' floor, and then the third floor is a girls' floor. So the ratio of girls to guys in our college is kind of almost 2:1. We have a lot more girls than guys. But like she said, I think the way the campus is laid out kind of creates like a really small, like a nice community where everyone can just kind of go across floors, go across buildings, and just interact with each other, like she said, in a common room, and each floor again has a study room, and which is really, really conducive. And they have computers in the study room which you can use as well.
If you don't have your own personal laptop or computer. And a very important question has been posed by Angela. She says, can I go to UWC because I think I can't afford the tuition fee? That is very important, and we're here to tell you that you can get full scholarship, and that's like you get what do you call it? You get you get financial aid for different opportunities that are given to you, offered here in the school. So money is money can't come between you and your experience here in United World College Maastricht. So apply. You will get tuition funds if you need it.
UWC strives for as diverse community as possible, and this also means in socio-economic backgrounds.
Exactly. So just don't let money make you think, stop you, or make you hesitant applying, or thinking of coming here. Just do it.
I would say even if you just have the slightest interest or the slightest urge to apply, just do it, because you never know whether or not you might be a good fit for a college. This college here, UWC Maastricht, is very, very welcoming to all students of all cultures, and we would love to have any of you who apply and get in here.
And Eleda, I think, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name, says that I got accepted to UWC Maastricht. I'm going to be starting next year, and I'm so excited to meet you. Congratulations! We'll see you next year. We're so excited to meet you as well.
Remember our faces.
We hope you remember. This is us, by the way. Our next question is, do you have dance class? Yes! Yes! We do! We have African dance, Caribbean dance, hip-hop, Bollywood dance.
Is that street dance as well? Or is that hip-hop?
I think K-pop?
We have all sorts of dance clubs here. It's just a whole vibe.
And if there isn't, you can create your own dance club.
That's the beauty of the experiencing United World College Maastricht. If you don't get what you want, you can always create, be a pioneer of your own, ideas, and
I think that really leads really well into our CAS our CAS program, right? So for the uninitiated, the CAS program is actually creativity, activity, or action, and service. And the creativity it's actually 3, but not limited to 3 extracurricular activities that you do. And it's part of the DP program, the IB diploma. And
for example, your creativity is...
My creativity is TOK conference, which we can go into later. My action is cricket, and also the gym. And the gym, which is a self-initiated one. And my service is actually youth mayors. So it's actually a global youth mayor program that me and Fahima are a part of, where we work to kind of help solve urban issues and provide solutions within the local community and our local communities back home.
My creativity is Spanish club. My action is football. This year is the first year that we have a girls football team. So
they did really great.
They
went to Geneva.
We even went to Geneva to play in a tournament. And my service is, as Joel said, the youth mayor program.
And my creativity is African dance, which is very fun, very vibrant. And my activity is badminton, and my service is Maastricht English childcare. Yes. And somebody said they were accepted to United World Colleges USA, and asking if we have any tips for the soon to be interview. Be yourself. That's
honestly, all. Just be yourself.
Be yourself. Don't pretend to be anybody you're not. Don't pretend to just don't try too hard so you can get accepted. Just be yourself. Be as original as possible.
I think really in the interviews it's not so much about trying to be what they want you to be, but really showing your true self and kind of showing that your personality and who you are, so that they can really and for the interview you can really
you don't have
to be too pressured.
Yes, and you don't have to have done all these great things in your life or a lot of service, community work. I think what they really look at is you as a person and your potential and what you can grow into. And
your desires and your ambitions, your aspirations, things like that.
Okay, so we'll just reintroduce ourselves because we have some more watchers who might have missed the introduction part of our stream.
So again, I'm Joe. And I'm Joel from Singapore, and I'm a first year here, and what we call DP1, so Diploma 1, in UWC Maastricht.
I'm Fahima. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm also a firstie.
I'm Bokao from Botswana, and I'm also a firstie. Okay, there was a question about do you have a ballet class, and then another one was do you have piano classes? Yes, and yes, we do.
We have ballet.
Yeah, I've seen ballet class for the younger students, but then if you'd like to have ballet class while you're here, you can register for that and talk to the ballet teacher and work something out. Like we said, you can always be a pioneer of your own ideas and your dreams. That's the beauty of the experience at the school.
And we have a few music rooms here in the school with lots of musical instruments.
There is a piano club, I think.
Yeah, and there's also a piano club.
And I think the beauty of it is that here, our activity planner Lou makes it really, really easy for us to set up clubs and create our own self-organized activities. At least for me, it was really simple. So I think that's also a bonus.
Somebody asked what age groups come to your school. Our school is very diverse, not in the sense of just culture alone, but also age groups. We have students from primary school that come here to junior primary to MYP.
MYP is the middle years
secondary
program, so
school.
around secondary school. And I think if you're asking within the DP program, there's actually quite a big range of ages as well. So I think we have 15, 16-year-olds.
But also
we have,
and
we
20.
have
Me, I'm 20.
High five.
So,
Same.
You're 20?
Yep.
Almost 20.
Yeah, almost
You're
20.
old.
I know, Fahima.
So don't worry about the age group, because I think when you're here, it's really everyone kind of gels together and gets to know each other really well. So there are no hierarchies or anything.
And somebody posed a question to you, Fahima. The person from Netherlands, was Netherlands your first choice?
Yeah, actually, it was because I was actually pretty scared to go far away. So for me it was a perfect opportunity because I live somewhat north in the Netherlands and Maastricht is really in the south. So I can, if I want to, I could still go home. It's only a 4-hour train ride. But at the same time, it's not like I'm really close to home and everything is the same as home.
Somebody asked, do you have any acting classes? I do acting in my school right now, and I'd like to, come to United World College Maastricht. We have film class, and I'm not sure if there's acting. We have film classes, but there's acting classes for there's acting classes for the primary students. Drama.
With the musical.
With the musical and all of that. So you could get that if you want.
There are no formal. I don't think there are any formal acting classes as part of the academic program here, but we actually, Fahima mentioned, we actually do have a musical that happens yearly, and this year the musical was really good, by the way, I must say. And
big ups to you, musical
to
team.
The musical team, Chicago team, shout outs. But I think our student, the team in charge of the musical really works really hard every year to create a good production. So maybe if you're interested in acting, you might be interested in signing up or auditioning when you're here for the musical.
And somebody asked how often we go out into the city.
A lot.
That's
really depends on person to person.
It depends on person to person. But
and I think nowadays, now that it's getting really colder, people are starting to go out lesser. But I think in general, it's not too hard to get into the city if that's what you're asking. Because most of us here, when we come here, we get bikes that are secondhand, and into the city is about a 5-10 minute bike ride. And I think in the city you really have everything, and even near the school we have 2 supermarkets near the school, so one Yambo, one Albert Heijn, and then we have Action, which is kind of like a stationary hardware store. And everything is really accessible here. It's not too difficult to get around.
Yeah, I think we're really lucky that we live pretty close to the city center. So we don't have to travel far to go shopping or to go out.
To go to cafes to study, you know, to go and have like good food that's different from what they serve in the school.
To go to the cinema, to go, I don't know, museums. Everything is pretty close. So.
By foot, I think getting to the city center is like 40 minutes, a 40 minutes walk if you're taking your time, and by bike it's roughly
about 10-15 minutes,
10,
depending
15,
on how fast you bike.
We cycle, yeah.
And also, I think we live pretty close. The campus is pretty close to the train station, right?
So we're not really like in the middle of nowhere. That's like the nice part about being in this
take like
on
a
this
15-20
campus.
minute walk, and you'll get to the campus from the station.
Somebody asked about the MUN.
Yeah, MUN club and MUN conferences. Yes, we go to MUN conferences a lot actually, and we're going to one in the UWC College Robert Bosch, so in Germany soon. And we also go to a lot of conferences in the middle of the Netherlands, some of the big cities. So yeah, it's really fun.
The most recent one was Munich, right? So
Yeah.
in The Hague, international. It was the conference headed by the International School of The Hague. And also, speaking of Germany, it just reminded me, we're really, really close to Aachen, which is in Germany, and also we're really close to Belgium. So, kind of, if you want to go on the weekends, we can just buy a train ticket and we're off. Or we can even bike into Belgium. And a bus is also an option. So, kind of really, being in UWC Maastricht really gives us a lot of opportunities to try and travel around Europe. And given that the trains are really connected, it's good.
And then I'd like to let you guys know that we're not ignoring the questions as they come. I'm writing most of them down so we can like refer back to them. But if I don't answer your questions, I'm so sorry. But then also be patient because there's many comments. And the next question was, are we in touch with nature as well? Definitely, most definitely. Like, it's so green outside. Well, mostly outside of campus because the most part of campus is like concrete, and then outside it's just like
woods.
The woods.
There's a park surrounding the
parks also,
and we're very close to sports fields. So there's a lot of green around us.
And if you like McDonald's, by the way, there's a McDonald's right by our school. So if you're a junkie, you know, you can just like have like a random night and walk to McDonald's and have your chicken nuggets McFlurry and all that.
And the cool thing is that our school campus is like, we are actually on an island. So there's a moat around the school where there are swans and little tortoises and fish, and it's really, really nice. And there's a park around the moat that's surrounding the outside of the school that many people like to take walks in, which is really, really nice, I must say.
And by the way, we have residence mentors, like house parents in on every floor of the residential buildings. So, and like some of these residence mentors have pets like dogs and cats. So, you know, you can like, that's part of nature. Somebody asked about what do you want to be when you grow up? Well, you know how the IB is a bit different from A levels in the sense that A levels you get like the exact subject package that you want because you already know what you want to like be when you grow up, and then the IB is sort of diverse. You kind of like have more subjects so you can like have a wide range of options and all that. I personally don't know for sure what I want to do when I grow up or what I want to be when I grow up, but I'm thinking along the lines of being a psychologist or speech language pathologist. But yeah, I don't know. It might change. I'm feeling it coming. Like it might change. And you guys, what are your ambitions?
Would you like to go first?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I can't speak for the most of us, but at least for me, I'm still not so sure about what I want to do. And I think that's really something good about the DP program and UWC in general, because in the first month, right, when we come here, you choose your preliminary subject package, but then you're free to change around within the first month, and then after that you can change with your subject teachers, or you can change with the IB coordinators, but that's kind of going into details. But Also, I think that's the good thing about the IB program is that really the subjects really give you a diverse range of choices to choose from, and it doesn't necessarily limit you to any field or anything. So
yeah, and we get university visits almost every week. So different universities, different
from the Ivy League. Universities from America, from Canada,
from the Netherlands,
UK,
from Europe. They just come to us and they
And regarding universities, we have a very good university
council
team.
Yeah.
So any issues or any questions you might have regarding universities, you can just head down to their office, have a coffee, have a tea with them, and have a chat.
And speaking of universities, there was a question, if I remember well, asking if coming to a UWC school helps your chances of getting into a good university, like an Ivy League university. Yes, it does.
Yes, but I don't think that would be the reason of you to continue to be a Maastricht, because this college has so much more to offer than just
university.
And then somebody asked, do you celebrate birthdays, and how do you celebrate birthdays?
You'll hear about that when you come here.
I mean, you'll find out. We don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah, we don't.
Let us just say that it's very, very special.
It's
it's a tradition that we do.
Yeah.
For almost every single birthday.
And
other than the birthdays and the break.
Everyone here will feel special on their birthday.
Like, we can't miss a birthday of like a student in the school. Everybody gets to know when it's your birthday. You feel really special. And if you're an introvert, then we can have like your roommate celebrating it with you, a smaller kind of like celebration. But it's like, wow, for every single person. Like, nobody misses you. We know you're there. Nobody's invisible in the school, you know?
You want a cookie?
No, thank you.
And I think it's really cool in a sense where those kind of things those celebrations can be really different in a sense where it's really student done. So depending on which friend group you're from or who you're close to, every celebration is different.
Yeah.
So that's unique as well.
Somebody's asking how spacious the rooms are and if they can be decorated. Definitely. The rooms are spacious. Yeah, they are spacious, but not too huge and not too like small. If you're like if you're claustrophobic, sorry, you can definitely survive in that room. They're not too big, not too small. They're just like the right size. And yes, if you do come, we recommend that you bring all sorts of decorations, family pictures, fairy lights, I don't know, anything and everything that will help you feel at home when you're here.
Exactly. Also, tip, bring your own sheets if you can.
Yeah, bring your own sheets if you can. Because you get, the school gives you sheets and blankets, but like if you just want to personalize the whole thing and just make it feel like your own room, it's better you bring your own, bedding. And somebody asked, is Dutch a compulsory subject when you come to UWC Maastricht? No. But you can take Dutch as an extra language. You have one language as your first language. You can have it as your mother tongue. You can have it as a self-taught language, or you can just like some of them they offer here like English, French, Spanish, Dutch, Hungarian.
Self-taught, right? Hungarian.
Yeah, but Hungarian is self-taught though. Yeah, and all other languages.
Yep.
How many people share rooms with you? How about study there? Okay, 4 people per room. Yeah.
In some special cases, 3.
Oh, somebody says you deserve an award for wearing successfully these glasses. Well, thank you. If you guys noticed, my glasses have only like one. What is this called? An arm?
Like what?
One hand, whatever this thing is called, and the other is like, So this goes as a testimony that UWC is not for the Einsteins, okay? It's for everybody, the clumsy, everybody.
And someone asked about like studying. We have study rooms on every floor, which is just a room with tables. You have to be quiet there, and it also has computers where you can log into. But we also have access to the school. So for example, I really like to go to the school and have an empty classroom for myself to study. And the school is also open for us on the weekends. So studying is actually no problem here, even though there are so many people.
Exactly. You can study in your
really
room.
nice.
You can study in your room. You can study in the library. You can study in the study room. You can
You can
study in
study
the school's classroom.
Exactly.
Yeah, the school is open until 10 p.m. The school does it for us. They let us go into the school and study, and 10 p.m. every night. And I think that's sufficient.
Can you bring a lot of things?
Yeah, somebody asked, what was your reaction when you got accepted to UWC? Jewel, let's go.
I really can't remember because I got accepted really long ago. But I think definitely I was really happy, and I was really looking forward to my experience in UWC. And yeah, I think just really like sometimes in awe and overwhelmed. Kind of.
Yeah.
And Fahima, what was your reaction?
Woo! I'm accepted, y'all! No. I was actually really happy. I was crying.
Yeah.
Of happiness, of course.
Yeah.
Really overwhelmed, actually.
Yeah.
And kind of nervous. I was
exactly.
really nervous to come.
Same. I was, oh my god, I actually couldn't believe it. I was like, no, like my national committee of whom I applied through to get to the school called me and was like, you got accepted and you're going to United World College Maastricht. And I was like, no way. And like the whole time I was just like staring at the wall blankly because I was in complete disbelief. But like it's a beautiful feeling. It's an amazing feeling. You just, oh my god. And it's an even better feeling when you get to the school and like meet everybody here who's just so welcoming and so like, oh my word. It's like a whole different universe, like a whole different world from what we've been experiencing before. It's amazing. There's just like no words to like describe the feeling of getting accepted and actually coming here, you know. Can you bring a lot of stuff like clothes?
Of course.
I mean, it depends on if you're gonna fly, then you probably have a limit of kilograms you can bring with you. But I mean, bring whatever you want to if you can.
But you just have to find the space, because I think for every person you get a locker which you have shelves in, and there's actually quite a lot of space. But you kind of have to manage it, and if you kind of like, of course you can't bring a whole walk-in closet full of clothes, but you can have, those lockers can store a decent amount of clothes, and even if you finish using those lockers, you can kind of go out and get like a makeshift clothes hanger or anything. If your room has enough space and you discuss it with your roommates, then they'll be, if they're fine, it's chill.
But well, personally I feel like you shouldn't bring too many clothes because I made that mistake. But then there's like amazing boutiques and like clothing shops in Maastricht that like, oh my word, when you get the chance you just want to put your hands on almost everything. So just like bring the stuff that you think you're gonna need, because you are most definitely going to get more when you get here.
And if you're worried about the finances, the school actually has a program called the Swap Shop program, which every year every few weeks or something.
Yeah, every few weeks.
They open a swap shop, and it's clothes that are left behind by students from previous generations. They take it and they sell it for €1 a piece, and that goes towards funding student-led activities or activities for this or any other things that are related to student life in the school. And that, for me, that's where I kind of got a lot of the cold weather clothes for myself. Within like the first time I got like a hoodie. I got 2 hoodies actually in Swap Shop for €2. So that's a really good bargain as well, and you're helping the community.
There's a very funny comment there by Pin. She says, does everybody at UWC Maastricht have glasses?
Yes. No, I'm just kidding.
Duh. No, just kidding.
No,
We're just
there are
kidding.
actually a lot of people without glasses. Well. It's just the 3 of us have glasses.
This was just a coincidence.
You know?
It just happened.
Team glasses. And then somebody was asking, how do people with no computers catch up? The school gives people who need the financial aid, people who need computers, like Fahima and I. We got laptops from the school, and also if you don't get a laptop on time, for example, if you bring your own laptop and something happens to it, the school has study rooms, like we mentioned before, and the study rooms have computers in there. So and the library has computers, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about.
Otherwise, the school, the IT department has a lot of laptops that they can loan to you. If you need it.
Yeah, I accidentally broke my laptop, and I was actually really scared because I was like, oh my god, how am I going to keep up with all the classes and stuff? But then I went to the IT department, and then they gave me a laptop for a few weeks, so it was fine.
And somebody asked, do you get a free sweatshirt when you get accepted? Yes!
We don't have it now, but
yeah, we should have bought it.
When I first walked into the gate, there was a table that welcomed me, and they registered me, gave me a tag, and gave me a hoodie that says UWC class of 2020, UWC Maastricht class of 2020.
And they also give you, like, they have the most, like, the smallest but like cutest things and traditions in the school. Like, they gave us the sweatshirts, they gave us tags, name tags, because it was our first week here, and they made like a bridge thing where
every time
like hold hands like
comes,
that.
We like do like a bridge thing, and then it's like a whole row of bridges, and then people just run underneath, and you feel really, really welcomed by everyone.
Yeah, it's like an initiation or like a welcome into like our United World College Maastricht family. It's so good. Like, nobody feels left out. Do you visit other United World College schools during programs like conferences, the MUN thing, and sport activities?
Yeah, sometimes.
And sometimes, like, the other schools come to our school. For example, on the 31st of January to the 1st of February, we have an international peace conference, and other United World College schools are invited. And we had a TOK conference, and TOK is a subject that we have, stands for Theory of Knowledge, and other United College schools
United World College schools are also invited. And this year we had students from UWC Maastricht come, and that was a really nice experience as well. So I think one of the viewers also asked about what makes UWC Maastricht unique. So what do you guys
think? But also on the visiting UWC schools, if you like, because most of the time, sometimes we don't have time or maybe financial, problems. So if we can't necessarily go to the United World College School to visit friends or like get familiarized with other UWC students, we have this social media created by UWC where you can like get in contact with other UWC school students and
Yeah, that's called UWC Hub.
Yeah, UWC Hub. If
you're
here, you said the question about
there was a viewer who posed a question about what makes UWCM unique. So maybe you could start with Pokal. What do you think makes UWCM?
What is unique about our college?
Okay, the fact that it's in a university city, and being you have an actual university at arm's length, like in reach. So if you want like to acquaint yourself with, like, if you're not sure, like me for example, about the career you want to go into, for example psychology, like I have a planned trip, and also on the 9th of February there's an open day at the Maastricht University. So it's going to be easy for me to like go there and talk to students and talk to lecturers and like, and also United World College Maastricht has, like Fahima said earlier on, film as a subject, which I doubt,
DT,
design technology, which we doubt
a few unique subjects.
And
also what I like a lot about Maastricht is it is very south in the Netherlands, so we're very close to Belgium and Germany. So for example, in the weekends, if we want to go out somewhere, we could go to Belgium, Germany, or stay here in the Netherlands. And also we are very connected to the community here, not just the UWC community, but also the people that live here, the locals, because our school is like so-called full school. It's like a normal school. Like local people also come to UWC Maastricht to go. For example, primary students, they also come to this school. So we also have so-called day students, so students that also follow, for example, the DP program that we follow, but they go home and we stay on campus. So we are very much in contact with the local people, which also helps us learn more about the community and about the culture in the Netherlands.
Somebody said, are you able to drive to other places? Definitely. Also, the beauty of studying in UWC Maastricht is that you're in a place that is bordered by Belgium, bordered by Germany, and it's like by train, I think 40 minutes to Belgium.
Yep, to Liège. 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Yeah,
to Liège,
30 minutes to Liège. Yeah,
which is part of Belgium.
And you can go to Germany, you can go to France,
Yeah,
weekends or project weeks, which are something that we have in United World College Maastricht, but you'll get to learn about the nitty-gritties of all the projects and opportunities when you get here. Somebody asked about the weather. The weather in Maastricht.
I mean,
Actually, when I first came here, there was like a few weeks where it was really sunny and really nice weather.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, it kind of got.
It kind of like depends on the season, you know.
Yeah.
So I think the
highest that it goes like in summer is like 25, maybe 27.
Yeah, 27.
And then it goes like down, and in the winter it's not like too cold. It didn't snow this year. It only snowed for one day.
It snowed on the 25th,
Yeah.
26th.
So it's not really cold, but it's I think now like around
7 degrees,
7
6
degrees, something
degrees.
like that.
Degrees, yeah.
But apparently it snowed today, but I was asleep. I missed that.
Yeah, there's a lot of also that if you're coming here, you have to prepare that there's gonna be a lot of rain and a lot of wind.
Yeah.
So
A lot of wind.
yes, a lot of wind, which can really make it feel a lot colder than it actually is. So really bring like a windbreaker and bring a raincoat definitely.
Right now it's 2 degrees.
Yeah. So yeah, I just got a snap from my friend that there's kind of like a pseudo snow, but kind of not snow. So it's like we're always kind of stuck in that limbo where it's almost gonna snow, but never really snows.
Yeah.
Someone said that she's going from me, blah blah, said that she's going to be in UWC Maastricht in August.
Congratulations!
See you soon!
We'll see you
See you
soon. Remember these faces. We're your first friends, by the way.
Yeah.
And somebody said they wanted a tour. Well, very sorry we can't give you a tour right now because, you know, we have to be at a place that's quiet and with, you know, enough Wi-Fi. But, you know, if you want a tour, maybe...
Well, you can go to YouTube and just write UWC Maastricht.
Yeah,
and
there is a video of the campus.
There are a few videos of the campus and few people from the past years that just vlogged their first month and stuff like that. I watched all of those videos before coming here.
We have a year 2 Dasha who makes YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
And she kind of shares her life and everything there. And just search on Instagram with the hashtag or the location tag UWC Maastricht and you'll see a lot of photos. And also photos of our student life and everything in between.
And Mary Lou says, but spring season is super nice. It gets up to 30 degrees and we can go to the lakes, etc. Yes, girl.
Yes, Marie.
It's not always raining.
So Marie is one of our second years.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are first years.
Yeah.
We came here last August, and Marie is one of our second years that we love a lot. She actually, how do you say that? Like she was for the musical.
Yeah, she was.
She was director or something.
Musical director and she was part of the musical team. Basically.
And it was amazing.
She made the actors sing really, really well. So props to her. Yeah, we love you, Marie.
And somebody asked, is your school report important? Yes, first of all, why are you coming to a United World College? To get the experience and, you know, the education. That's the main important. Okay, no, that's not like the main, like the most important
Depends
thing.
on the person.
But like the experience is as equally important as like the IB, the education. So yeah, your school report is very, very important. Work hard, play hard.
Party harder. No. Well, the thing was that my school report wasn't the best before coming here because I didn't really care about school and stuff. But you cannot really enjoy the experience if you're only stuck with schoolwork and homework. So I feel like you need to kind of find the balance between living your life, socializing, but also really spending your time on your schoolwork. And since I came here, I actually really enjoy learning new things. So yeah.
And I think the classroom environments here are actually very conducive and very fun if your classmates participate because here at the school, I think teachers really try and get students to participate in active discussions instead of just, you know.
Someone is asking us where we're from. Maybe we could reintroduce.
Okay, we're going to reintroduce ourselves again.
For those who have missed it, I'm Joe. I'm from Singapore.
I'm Fahima from the Netherlands.
And I'm Bokal from Botswana.
And we are first years in UWC Maastricht.
And the next question was about bikes. if you come without a bike, the school can assist you in getting a bike. If you're on scholarship, the school will give you a bike. And sometimes, like for example, what happened this year is the previous year twos who left, because there's a 2-year program. So the previous year twos who left some of their bicycles behind, and we got to inherit them.
Yep.
So yeah,
Free
getting
bikes.
like bicycles is not like a hassle. It's not a big
It's not
problem.
difficult because there's a Facebook group that people put their bikes on sale for within Maastricht, and there's also down the street on leading out from the school, there's 2 bicycle shops that you can get bicycles from. And yeah, many of us get bicycles from one of those shops as well, so it's not too much of a worry.
How
like
many
what
people
Carl
are in
said.
one?
Yeah, you asked how many people are in one class. Well,
Depends.
there's different classes. It depends on what class it is. But I think, like one of my classes where like we have the most students, where I think 20 something.
Yep.
Yeah, my film class is very popular, and we have like 25 students, I think. But for example, I take Dutch HL, so in that class there are only 6 students. So it really depends on the subject, how popular it is. Yeah.
Exactly, but I think the average is around 15.
Yeah, the average is around 15, which is not much compared to
Yeah.
my previous school. And it's like a really good class environment because the teacher has enough time to answer your questions and to really give you some attention if you need it.
How can I prepare for exams and interview? I want to be accepted so much. Listen,
We hope you get accepted.
we pray you get accepted, but like study hard, do your extreme best like at school, and if when you apply, like give it your best shot, like
Believe
my
in yourself.
word, believe in, exactly, that's the most important thing. Believe in yourself and be like extremely original. Don't pretend to be like somebody you're not. Don't add too much spice, too much of everything ruins the whole thing. So just be original and like give it your best shot. Do the most that you can, but like don't overdo it.
Because
And
I
we
think
believe in you. You can do it. You're gonna make it. Power to the people. Advice for applications. Yeah, like we said, be yourself. Be as authentic as possible.
Yeah, and also start on time with all the forms and things you have to fill in.
Exactly. And I think the main point for the interviews is really don't be too afraid.
Yeah.
And don't take it as like a formal meeting, but also just take it as you're having a conversation and the people in the interview are getting to know you. So you really don't have to worry too much about about preparing or anything like that.
Somebody said, can you leave the the video on Instagram? Yes, we're going to
Yeah, we
save
will
it.
for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, it's going to be on the story. Fahima, isn't it boring to stay in your own country?
Well, that was my first thought before coming here, but it's actually quite the opposite. I live pretty north in the country, and in the south, a lot of things are different. And it's also, I didn't come here because of the country and stuff like that. I came here for the community, and there are people like Bakao in this school, or like Joel, from all different cultures and all different places. So for me, there's always new things to learn, new things to experience, and it's being like a tourist in your own country.
Exactly, and every once in a while we have culture weeks. So the most recent culture week was Asian Pacific Culture Week, so I was part of that. And basically the aim of the culture weeks is just to really, for students of that culture, to organize events and workshops and different activities to help people get to know our culture. And that's really just a really fun time for everyone who's participating. And there's performances. And even during the culture weeks, the teachers try and inculcate like different forms of the culture into their lessons. So that's really great as well. You get to learn more outside of something that's outside of the classroom.
And Abdul says that he just finished his exams from India, and good luck with your results and all of that. We pray that like you've done really well, and we pray that you are able to apply and get accepted. And also Abdul from India's question was, does UWC Maastricht give more privilege to students that come from conflict zones? Abdul, the answer is no. UWC has all its students that everybody's treated equally, so nobody knows whether you're from a conflict zone or whether you're from the richest neighborhood in the world or whether you're the president's child. Like everybody is equal.
Yeah, it's all about you as a person and not so much about your socioeconomic background, the place you come from.
Exactly. Really, here we treat everyone as equals, and of course, if you wish to share what your socioeconomic background is and your experiences, then that's great. You know, we have really, like, I have really, really great conversations at night. And like, okay, I shouldn't really be having these conversations at like 1, 2 a.m., but I do, and I really get to know a lot about different cultures from my floormates, or even from these people like Fahima and Bokal. I would never imagine myself having conversations with someone from Botswana, right?
We're trying to make a handshake.
Okay, by the way, sorry for all the people that have questions that we don't answer. We really try to answer all the questions. So if we haven't answered your question yet, just ask it again. I hope we will answer most of your questions.
Hey, Kara Tubu. Mwah, 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 mwah. Sending our love as well.
What makes you special?
Love from that.
Curacao.
Love from Curacao. Oh, cool.
Ooh, we actually have a second year from Curacao.
Who's that?
I think it's Elena from Nisa. So the bottom floor of my building. Yeah, she.
A lot of people.
What makes you special?
That's quite a general question,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, if you're asking in terms of the college, I think we went over that, but why not let's go over it again? So something that's very special about our college is that we live really, really close to the city, and also that we border with Belgium and Germany. So kind of traveling through Europe is a very good, it's very easy and really accessible through trains or flights or bus or even biking. Like I know many people who bike to Belgium on a regular basis, or some of the day students who stay in Belgium or Germany.
Yes, we know somebody from Hungary. We know my roommate is from Hungary. Her name is Nico. So yeah, diverse community. I'm from Colombia. I think I'm the first there. Is there somebody from Colombia here?
There is, but I think it's Debbie, but she's a day student.
Yeah, we have somebody from Colombia, but she's a day student, so...
I'm not too sure.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of people on campus that sometimes I kind of forget a bit, but yeah, you have to forgive me for that.
Okay, and somebody asked what subjects we take. I take math, physics, biology, world, arts and culture, theory of knowledge, English, and Spanish.
Ooh. I take English, Dutch, math, global politics, film, and environmental studies and societies.
And for me, I take biology, chemistry, economics, English, maths, and French ab initio, which is basically beginner's course in French. Yeah.
How does this scholarship?
Guys, we're just going to wrap it up now because it's almost 1 hour and we're very sad to leave you, but you know the life has to end.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe we'll take 1 or 2 more questions.
Maybe we'll take 1 or 2 more questions.
We'll have to say goodbye. If you have any more questions, maybe you can direct it to the international office and they can answer that for you.
For more information, you can go to uwc.org. But we really hope you guys apply, be it through your national committees or be it directly. Guys, if you don't try, you never know what you're missing. You know, we don't want you guys to be regretful at the end of the day and asking yourselves, what if? Apply.
Yeah.
UWC Maastricht.
Yeah, you don't have to have certain qualities to get accepted. You don't have to be good in public speaking or, I don't know, in English to get accepted. They're looking for as a diverse community as possible. So that can be...
And I think at the core, they're really just looking for people who really want to be here and want to strive and make a change. And if you align with the values of the school, really you stand a very, very good chance. So don't be afraid to apply.
And also, yes, day students go to the same classes as residential students. It's like a whole community of...
Exactly. It's just that the day students do not live here.
Yeah, that's the only difference. Day students live in their own houses, but at the end of the day, we're all students in the same classes, in the same school.
In the same activities, in the same clubs. So
thank you so much, you guys, for your
so
questions. It was our pleasure to answer your questions. We had fun, and we hope we can do this again sometime. But we said, if you have any more questions, Clara is there in the comment section, and you can go to uwc.org.
And on behalf of the whole UWC Maastricht community, We love you.
And we
we're
wish you
signing out.
so much luck.
Yes, believe in yourself, you guys. Apply. Anybody who really puts like their mind to it, sets their mind to it, can
Really
like
can
make
do
it.
yeah.
And don't be nervous about coming here or coming to UWC in general, because we are really, really welcoming and we are really waiting for you.
Yep. So we're ready to welcome you at any time, and we'll see you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.